Bashim Yahushai, Shalom Akim, out there another week. All praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And you brothers out there, keep pushing His word. Keep doing your thing, keep standing firm, man. It seems like nothing's going on. We haven't heard any, astronomical troubles around the world, anything like that. We haven't heard of anything of any sort as of yet. But what that tells me is we're in the calm before the storm. Okay, because they've already did their little cyber attacks, and they've done other things as well. So this major cyber attack is going to be very severe indeed, and it's going to really take the people away from furthermore from dealing with the reality that they at least got set for. Alright, which the new thing is going to be them succumbing to the new world order system. So like I've been saying before, it seems like nothing's going on, nothing's really happening. Everything's going on. We're definitely at the edge of this thing. We're definitely at the edge of great destruction. That's the only word I can use. So that's all I have to say, brothers. You stay up there, second of all, double honor to the apostles as well. And that's it from there. So we're gonna get the Lord's show started from there. So Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy about the upcoming downfall within the system. We out here for the so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. Okay, that you are indeed the Hebrew Israelites. And without further ado, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh. Alright, and double honor to the apostles as well. So brother, get me Ezekiel 27.
This is the prophet Ezekiel 27 verse 1.
Yeah.
The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Now, thou son of man, take up a lamentation for Tyrus, and say unto Tyrus, O thou art situate at the entry of the sea.
Right, and that's Tyrus is talking about an area in Babylon which Nebuchadnezzar had down intact, so to speak. We're going to read about the riches and the resources that that city had in the slaves under it. Go on, brother.
Which art a merchant of the people for many isles. Thus saith the Lord power. O Tyrus, thou hast said, I am of perfect beauty. Thy borders are in the midst of the seas.
Right.
Thy builders have perfected thy beauty.
Right, thy builders have perfected thy beauty, meaning they have slaves of all other nations that they've conquered. Okay, and it says that all of the seas, read that part again.
Thy borders are in the midst of the seas.
Right, thy borders are in the midst of the seas. Okay, because what you had was you had the other nations that were building that sort of foundation. Alright? Just like how you have in this society, you have other nations that's other than Esau right now that's building this empire. And mainly they use us to build this empire up. Alright? And then once we build this empire up, we didn't get no accounts for our labors. Pursuant to 2nd Esdras, the 5th chapter, I believe it is. Wisdom of Solomon 5, if I'm correct. So, reverting back to the main point of the matter, the so-called Ethiopian, which he was a Cushite, Nebuchadnezzar, he was very, very wealthy indeed. Okay, he had all the natural resources and he had all of the slaves of all the nations, like the so-called white man does. But guess what? As we further read down, Nebuchadnezzar and his glorious empire was destroyed. You see? So just because an empire rises to a level of success, it doesn't mean that empire is going to stand. Go on, brother. You got a 27. It says,
They have made all thy ship boards of fir trees of Sinai. They have taken cedars from Lebanon to make masts. The Ashurites have made thy benches of ivory. brought out of the Isles of Shittim.
And see, and it just goes to show you that this is how kingdoms are established. Like in this society, I mean, this society is no different than the previous empires. But this society here, based on the rulers that be, they try and have the people believe that everybody's on the same level in terms of economics, levels of the economics. Everybody's equal, but that's not the case. You have the higher ups, you have the kings, and you have the kings, okay, and then you have the middle class servants, and you have the lower class servants. That's just the difference. But you've always had an empire that had other nations. That nation was a superior nation than the other. Those other nations were succumb under the jurisdiction of that nation. Alright? But like I said again, I'm going to say it again, in this society, we're taught that everything's one and we're all equal. But that's further from the truth. You got middle class, you got higher class, and etc. And then you got the super elite. And the super elite, they're the guys that's running everything. Okay, they may give you the idea that you have a democracy, which means the people rule, but that's further from the truth. Okay, because if that was the case, you wouldn't be in the stage of World War III right now. If that was the case. Right? But anyways, we're going to revert back to the whole story is that Nebuchadnezzar, all right, his empire was very glorious, and it was a mighty empire, like America. Okay? Go on, brother. But it was brought down eventually.
It says, fine linen, embroidered work from Egypt, was that which thou spreadest forth to be thy sail. Blue and purple from the Isles of Elisha.
Yeah, and that's where you get the term royal blue from. And purple too, because blue is a royal color, and purple too.
Was that which covered thee, the inhabitants of Zidon.
Because when the other nations came into power, when the heathen came into power, they always wore purple, which signifies that they're in the power seat. Okay? That's what they all did back in the ancient world. Go on.
The inhabitants of Zidon and Arvad.
And this is talking about the glory of the people of Ethiopia today. Now if you look at the state of the people of Ethiopia today, they're so poor and so anemic looking that they can't even walk a couple of blocks down the street. Alright? And they so weak they can't even swat a fly across their face. But they were once a glorious nation. They were a supreme nation not to be reckoned with. Okay, during the 6th century BC, fighting against those Babylonians was unheard of. Okay, you would have never done that because you would have known you would have lost the battle.
Suicide.
What's that, bro?
It was suicide.
Yeah, you was basically suicide. That's what that was. So if you was going against those Babylonians at that time around the 6th century BC, you was asking for it. But look at them now. Look at the state of the Ethiopian people today. They're catching nothing but mad hell out there, man, where they at. Okay? So this should show the that his pride and his glory that he stole, okay, it's all going to be taken away. All of the glory which he claims to have built it up by using us to build his empire up, okay, and other peoples thereof. And now he's to the point where he's flattering himself, which is what they always do. They always flatter themselves. What they don't realize is that they're going to fall. It don't matter how mighty you work. Because at the end of the day, man, if it ain't of the spirit of the Lord, if it ain't of the spirit of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua, then that empire is going to fall, no matter how huge that empire is. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 6.
Yeah.
For lo, I raise up the Chaldean, that bitter and hasty nation,
Right.
who shall march through the breadth of the land.
Yeah, read that one more time. You run that.
Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 6. For lo, I raise up the Chaldean, that bitter and hasty nation.
Right, and they were a bitter and hasty nation, just like the so-called white man is a bitter and a hasty nation. Okay? Meaning he's haughty, he's prideful. Okay? And guess what? The same thing that happened to ancient Babylon is going to happen in this society. And what I mean by that is that they're going to fall. This empire is not going to last for another 400 years. That's why your economy is dwindling apart. People are losing their jobs left, right, hand, and center. Okay, or if you do got a job, they're not paying you nothing because the corporate companies that run these jobs, they can't afford to pay the people. And then it's getting so bad to where they looking to knock down what is it, man? They looking to knock up the benefit system.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So everything's dwindling down. This whole society is dwindling apart. It's like all societies think, man. You know what I mean? Because Esau thinks that because of his setup and his lack of intelligence, which he has a lack of intelligence, but he thinks his intelligence is far superior. He thinks that he's going to rule forever. Can you give me that in Psalms 49, I believe it is, where it says, they think that their houses shall continue forever. Jehovah, you got them. So that's what they think. And you know, they got the mass of the people that think like that. They think that this society is just going to be what it is and nothing's going to happen. But that's further from the truth. Because things don't never stay the same. Things keep changing. Okay, the guys that's wearing the suits and ties and all of that stuff, they're not going to look all of that well when they're in captivity under us. Because that's where they're going. Okay, after this society is destroyed by the way of thermonuclear war. Okay? Yeah, we got
Psalm 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
right, and their inward thought is that their houses, meaning their empire, shall continue forever. That's how these devils think. Okay, they don't ever want to think that they could be brought down one day. Because their pride is so far behind, they really can't see that they're far from perfect. Okay? And that's the whole thing, but guess what? The Lord has a set time for this society. So no matter what the so-called white man does, and I'm talking about the corporate guys, these bankers, no matter what sort of agenda they try to propose, they're not going to add an inch of time to their empire. It's going to be destroyed.
And their dwelling places for all generations.
Right, and their dwelling places to all generations. That's England, that's America, that's France, that's Sweden, that's Belgium, that's Germany. Okay? All of those European countries that I've named that make up this revival of ancient Rome, they think that these nations are going to continue on forever and ever in power. That's not going to happen. Okay? It's not going to happen. Give me the book of Job, what is it, 4 I believe it is, or 14? Okay, yeah, we'll get the precepts you got here. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, sure, I think it's 14.
Job 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined,
Right.
the number of his months are with thee.
Yeah, brother, look up that word determined in the Bible. What is it? The Bible, blue letter, whatever you call it. The blue letter Bible. He's got it. That guy's going down, man. Well, you heard about that, right? That's a spirit. They can't afford, as they say, they can't afford to supply the people with what they need. Because that is the most of the money, which they have the money, but they want to spend most of that money on the war. So to speak. I'll read that one. Yeah, the Hebrew word there is karatazah, which means to cut, sharpen, decide, decree, determine, move, be decisive, be mutilated, to cut, to sharpen. Let me see if I can go down.
Yeah, his rulership is going to be cut.
Cut.
His days are cut.
That's it. But that's all we need, really. That's all we need. But yeah, Esau's time is going to be cut. Okay, once Esau reaches to his his climax, then really the Most High's gonna cut his rulership, man.
I believe in Matthew as well says that. Say if his time is cut short, there shall no flesh be saved.
Yeah, right. Read that same chapter again.
Verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, that has appointed his bounds, that he cannot pass.
Yeah, so that's talking about the time period of this society, or all societies. Every empire came in effect, and he had a set time whenever they started ruling, and when the end came. So it's the same thing with this society. This society is not going on for another 40 years. I mean, just look at how everything is right now. Look at the morality, the lack of morals. Look at all of these different things. A large amount of homelessness that's increased in England alone, which is supposed to be a first world country. Okay? And to revert back and say the same thing all over again is that it's so bad that they're going to have to cut the benefit system down.
They're cutting away the free meals for kids in schools.
And I didn't even know that. See?
Theresa May, yeah.
What do you say?
They're cutting away the free meals in schools for the kids.
Because they can't afford it. Because they got to use most of that money, really the taxpayers' money for the nuclear war. Okay, and don't be surprised when they draft your young lads and your young masters as well into the war. Don't be surprised because I'm gonna do what Muhammad Ali did. Muhammad Ali said, man, I ain't fighting. He went to jail for not fighting the war.
Say, give me the gun, I'll shoot you.
You give me that
Yeah, that's what they're doing, man. That's what they're gonna start doing. So, as we're reading to you about what is a tyrant, this is for the edification of the brother that's watching. You know what I mean? It's serious about this thing. We're going into the history of ancient Babylon. How mighty and supreme that nation was. Now look at the state of the Babylonians today. Look where they at. Look how they living now. Okay, I'm talking about those Ethiopians. They were what you call the ruling class race at one time. And they had that pride, that lofty look about them. Just like how the so-called white man looks. With his suit and tie. You know, he thinks he's better than you. But that's how the ancient Babylonians thought. They had that in mind. They thought that they were on top of the game, and they were the superior race of all. They were the top tier race. Okay, they were who you were supposed to be.
It says back in Psalms 49, verse 11. It says in the middle of it, it says, and their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names.
Right, and that's what Esau did. Like, for example, when you look at the name Africa, the name Africa is actually named by a Roman general, Neo-Scipio's Africanus. Okay, you got these old bugged out, scrambled-minded individuals, Negroes, that's calling themselves Pan-Africans. Okay, and a lot of these guys that's calling themselves Africans ain't even African, they Israelites. That's the whole thing about it. They call themselves Africans because some damn so-called white man told them that they were African in the school systems. And they swallow that up like it's cool, man. You know what I mean? But not even further doing more, investigation. Because you gotta investigate. Whatever you're being taught, you gotta investigate things through. Okay? And that's the whole thing, man. And that's why you check out these people that's in these school systems. They all messed up, man. They bugged out their mind. Okay? Half of them don't even know how to spell stuff. They don't even know how to spell their name. Go on, bro. So that shows you the school system is a joke. Okay, go on, brother.
Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish.
Right, he is like the beasts that perish. Go on.
This their way is their folly.
Right.
Yet their posterity approve their sayings.
Right. Their prosperity approved their saints. So they're approved in the eyes of the people because of their prosperity. Because of your, let's say, for example, your middle class or your poor man or whatever you have to say holds no weight. Okay, but if you're a man of prosperity and you have so riches, then people are going to acknowledge you. Like, for example, when you read the story about the poor man, that saved the city, right? They forgot about the poor man. They forgot about the knowledge of the poor man, so to speak. So that's what it's all about, man. But that's why the Most High is going to set us up and be rulers. It's because, and I mean, it's just nature. You know what I mean? You're going to listen to somebody that's on a higher level than you. It's nature. But hey, that's why Yahweh Shai is going to set us up to be where we supposed to be. Let's be in the Israelites.
Just real quick.
What's going on?
But you know, people, everyone goes by, oh, the black man, he's the troublemaker, the black man, right? Because he's poor. So everyone looks at the poor people like they're the troublemakers, with the murderers and everything like that. But you look at the white man, he's the biggest murderer. He's the biggest faggot. He's the biggest immoral demon on the planet. And people side with this guy. People side with him and try to act to him middle class-ish and everything like that. But really, people should be looking at him like he's a vagabond or a fugitive on the planet Earth. You know, people look at the black man like he's the demon. He ain't got no nuclear weapon in his back garden. You know, so it says, verse 14, like sheep, they are laid in the grave.
Right, like sheep, they are laid in the grave. Like you look at certain documentaries, how certain sheep they all line up to be slaughtered. That's what that's talking.
Death.
You still in Psalms 49.
Yeah, but I had the precept for that. He was talking about that prosperity. He says other ones.
Okay.
Death shall feed on them, and the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning.
And it says the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, because right now we're in our nighttime. So when the new day comes in, that's going to be our day.
Yeah, Matthew 25 is about at midnight.
Right. We're in the midnight right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Matter of fact, you might as well get that, brother. It's natural how that works, because you know what I mean, regardless of what nation you are. I mean, if let's say for example, we're a ruling class race. People are gonna listen to us because of our projection. Okay, our prosperity. People are gonna acknowledge those people. Okay, but if you're dealing with a people that's poor, you're not gonna hear what they gotta say, regardless of how talented they are, or how supreme their words may seem. You're not gonna hear what they gotta say. Why? Because they're not projecting that imagery of importance, so to speak. But when the Most High raises us up, we're gonna have that important look to us. Go on.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 22.
Yeah.
When a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers.
Right.
He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him.
Right, and that's the point. That's the point. You see. So
See, that's what I was saying.
that's just the thing. So when you're rich and you got that prosperity, people look up to you. People find a way to help you out because you got that look of importance. When you're a poor man, okay, or let's just say a regular working class citizen, you're not really that important. So whatever you have to say is the way. That happens in these times because these bankers, you know, they'll be in debt. These high level bankers, some of them will be in debt, right? But then yet you have other bankers that will provide them more money to get them out of debt. But if you're in debt now, regular civilians in debt, you're in debt, you're by yourself, maybe.
It's about power.
So it's about power. It's not about everybody's equal. That's all bullshit. Everybody ain't no damn equal. Okay? Every time you walk these streets, man, you see people looking down on other people. So don't give me that bullshit about everything's equal. Okay? We live in the same setup as we did in the ancient empires did. We had one nation that was superior to another race of nation. That's how it is. But the reason why people bring that bullshit out is because they've been taught to believe that democracy crap. Everybody's equal, everybody's the same, everybody's the same. Okay, you got one guy driving a Lamborghini, you got one guy on the street begging bread. So is he the same as that guy driving a Lamborghini? So you can, and that's just the thing. And I'm not mad at these people for saying some bullshit. It's just that their minds are warped into this illusionistic reality that's not real. It's a reality that was formulated by the media. The media told them, look, man, you can't be judging, you can't be prejudiced, okay? You can't look down on nobody. Man, people look down on each other all the time. What are you talking about? That's bullshit.
People judge by
Yeah. But guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with looking down on other people. Because that was going on always. Because guess what? When we get in our kingdom, we're going to look down on every nation. And we have that right because we're above them, man. The Most High created us to be above these nations. So damn right we're going to look down on them. Go on, brother.
It says, the poor man slipped.
And guess what? We're not going to hide the fact that we look down on you. You're going to know we look down on you. And I'm talking about these so-called Arabs. I'm talking about the so-called white men. I'm talking about these so-called Japanese, so-called Chinese. All of these other nations, we're going to look down on them. And they're going to know it. Go on, brother.
The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too.
Right, and the poor man slipped. He made a mistake. He gets more rebuke. You see? But if you're a rich guy, what's going on, bro? If you're a rich dude, you can make a mistake, and people look past that. Okay? And that's the thing, and that's why a large amount of these other nations, they don't see Esau for what he truly is, the great devil that he really is. Why? Because he has that important imagery. And it's the power to. You see? So it's all about power. Guess what? How Shai is going to give us power. Okay, the God from heaven, who you disbelieve, is going to give us power that we deserve. Which we are the Israelites. We are the children of God. So we deserve power. We're going to get power when Yahweh Shai comes. Alright, go on, brother.
He spake wisely and could have no place. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Right.
And look, what he saith,
Right.
they extol it to the clouds.
Right, and that's the stumbling block because read that again, bro. You have to read that again.
It says, the poor man slipped,
Right.
yet they rebuked him too.
Yeah.
He spake wisely and could have no place.
Right. So
When-
read that again, read that again.
It says, the poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too.
Right, right,
He spake wisely and could have no place.
right.
When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
So that proves right there that because no one's listening, no one's inquiring what we're saying. Everybody's just walking by and by. Because see, the Israelites, and that shows you that the Israelites, the real Israelites, would be in a poor state. So if those people are in Jerusalem, if those people are under the curses, they wouldn't be hurt. So when you read the prophecies in Deuteronomy chapter 28, which alludes to the Israelites / Jews, okay, they should be fitting that curse. Why is everybody listening to them? Because they're not the Jews. They're just regular Edomites that got into power, claiming themselves to be our people, but they really not. That's why they say the term Jewish. The people are so colorblind, they don't even understand when they use the term Jewish. It means something that's pertaining to something. So, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to wake up and realize that, man. Go on, brother. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's like that when we tell our people that they're Israelites, they don't believe it. But now if the white man came up on the news, BBC News, super tired and said, no, they're actually Israelites. When he came out with facts, the Jake, all of a sudden, they go to church and start saying, we're Israelites. Because the white man said it. But if we came up in the church and said, we're Israelites, they would do that. He spake wisely and could have no place. So when we speak wisely, no one gives place to us. But when a rich man speaketh, Esau, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. And we're the Israelites, you know. Yeah, Rob, yeah, I'm an Israelite now, fam. You know, that's Jake. That's how it is. It says, but if the poor man speak, They say, what fellow is this?
Yeah, what the hell is this guy talking about? Who is this guy?
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, who do you think you are? You know what I mean? So, and that's just, and you know what too? It's all right that it's like that, because that's a stumbling block. Because it tells you that, what is it? Romans 11, I believe, where it speaks about how the Lord was going to send stumbling blocks in the way. Because all of Israel are not going to wake up to their nationality. Okay, all of them are set up to be destroyed along with these other nations they look up to. So that's the stumbling block right there, baby.
That's a